Welcome to Fantasy Victory Now, and it's time to take a look at Charch's Sunday Sleepers.
Yeah.
We start with Mike Glennon, who had a chance to get under center for the Bucs last week.
Yeah, they finally got the right guy at quarterback. It should have been this way from the beginning. Josh McCown is a decade-long career journeyman who the Buccaneers mistakenly signed to a big contract and then felt obligated to start. That's in the rearview mirror. Mike Glennon's the right guy, and look, they put him under center and wham, the Bucs get a season-saving win last week. I mean, maybe even saved coaches' jobs last week. Mike Glennon has been quietly very productive for fantasy owners. He's thrown exactly 2 touchdowns in more than half of his NFL games. And he's only been shut out twice in 14 starts. One of them was his very first NFL start. Glennon almost never hurts you. The Saints' pass defense, meanwhile, has slumped to 29th, allowing 279 yards per game. There's a decent chance that Glennon will be playing a lot of catch-up against Drew Brees and throwing a lot. And you know what? We don't care. Garbage time stats count too, Mike.
Backfield sleeper Andre Williams going up against the Falcons.
Yeah, Williams looked great in the preseason, got drafted pretty highly by a lot of people. Then he did absolutely nothing through 3 weeks, and a lot of people dropped him, which I totally understand. Then, last week, he got a massive 15 carries and scored a touchdown in the Giants' blowout win over the Redskins. Now, considering the vast number of injuries on the Falcons on both sides of the ball, there's a real chance here that the Giants get ahead and stay ahead in this game. That could put Williams back into play again. The Falcons rank 30th in rushing yards allowed, 32nd in total yards allowed to running backs, and 32nd in touchdowns allowed to running backs. So Andre Williams could make a ton of sense.
All right, a lot of injuries at the tight end spot, and this guy has never really been a stud, but he's never been a dud. Heath Miller in Pittsburgh, maybe a good pickup. Right?
Yeah, I think he's a good play this week in particular. After a quiet start to the year, Miller exploded last week with a 10-reception game, setting a personal record. He had never had a 10-reception game. So he's certainly in the game plan when they want to, and why wouldn't they want to this week when the Jaguars rank 31st in tight end yards allowed and 30th in tight end touchdowns allowed?
All right, it's your Week 5 sleepers. Mike Glennon and Andre Williams, we'll call them the garbage pail kids this week.
I like that. I like that.
And Heath Miller, the reliable Ben Roethlisberger target in Pittsburgh. Those sleepers and all of your rankings are at fantasyvictory.com.